Yep.
All right, I'm going to do number 1 on 6-5 homework. And today we learned how to, I'm going to do number 2 on 6-5 homework. And today we learned how to add and subtract mixed numbers. The reason why I'm skipping number 1 is because this one's going to be a fairly simple, straightforward one. But number 2 is going to require some carrying. So let me show you how we carry when we add mixed numbers. When I look at this, I think of this as the fractions place. And I'm going to start by adding my fractions. So I'll add my 5 and my 6 and I get 11. And my bottom stays the same, so it's 11/10. What I notice about this is that this is an improper fraction. And so I cannot keep an improper fraction on my fraction side. It's not allowed. Because inside of this, that means that there is a hole. And I have to figure out how many holes there are. How I'll do that is I'll do 11 divided by 10. And I'll say 10, 20. Ooh, I can't do 20, I can only do 10, so I put a 1. That's my number of holes. 10 times 1 is 10. Let me find my remainder because that's going to be my fraction. 11 minus 10 is 1. So my remainder is 1/10 because I'm keeping that 10 the same always. So now what I know is that 11/10 is the same thing as 1 1/10. And this helps me with my place value because my fraction, 1/10, gets to stay in the fractions place. But my 1 whole has to be carried over to here. And then I just add my wholes. 8 plus 1 is 9. 9 plus 9 is 18. So that my answer is 18 and 1/10. You would not have the right answer if you put 17 and 11/10. You cannot have 11/10 here because you have to carry that 1 whole. Okay? We also learned how to subtract mixed numbers. So I'm going to go down to subtracting mixed numbers right here. And you can see I'm going to skip number 7 because number 7 is pretty easy. I'm going to go to number 8. And when I subtract, you can see that I would need to start with my fractions once again. And 2 minus 5 I cannot do. I can't do 2 minus 5, so I'm going to borrow. The 8 becomes a 7, and I take the one I borrowed over here. But here's the thing. This is my fractions place, and I can't have a 1 whole. This is where I pull out my chainsaw, and I'm going to break this 1 candy bar into pieces. I know that my bottom has to stay the same, so I'm going to look here. My bottom has to be a 7. 1 is equal to 7 sevens. So I'm going to have 7 pieces in the whole candy bar. Okay? Now I know that I have not 1, but I have 7 sevens. It's the same thing, but I have to have it as a fraction. I already had 2 sevens there. So I have 2 sevens and 7 sevens, making it 9 sevens. Now I can subtract my 5 sevens from that, and 9 minus 5 is 4, my 7 stays a 7. And then I do 7 minus 5 is 2, for 2 and 4